The Buick Model 10 is
All
one of
right,
those
let's take
rare
this beauty for a
automobiles
spin.
that truly
Lights on.
represents the dawn of the American automotive revolution. At a time when cars were still a luxury for the wealthy and roads were barely paved, this remarkable
show you the
machine
Regal's
helped shape
DigiGate.
the identity
Just a
of one of
touch, and it
America's
opens
most
effortlessly.
respected car
It's that
brands,
convenient.
Buick.
All right, let's pop the hood and see what
Introduced
we've
in the
got.
early
This
20th
is the heart of
century, the
beast, a
Buick
powerful
Model
V6
10
with
quickly
advanced
became
direct
known
injection.
for its reliability, innovative engineering, and solid construction, setting a strong foundation for the company's future
All right, let's
success.
activate the beautiful mood lights.
When you look
Wow,
at the
the
Buick
colors
Model
are
10,
incredible. This is
you
luxury
immediately
driving.
notice its tall, elegant stance and classic
Welcome to
brass
this
era
real style
styling.
icon. Look at
The
these
large
white leather
circular
seats and chrome
headlamps,
details.
upright
The
windshield,
craftsmanship here is
exposed
timeless, a
fenders,
true
and wooden
example of
spoke
real
wheels
style.
give it a charming presence that feels both mechanical and artistic. This wasn't just a car, it was a statement of progress. During a time when horses still dominated the streets, driving a Buick Model 10 meant embracing modern technology and stepping confidently into the future.
Let me show you the
Under the
Regal's
hood, the
DigiGate.
Buick Model
Just a
10 was
touch,
powered
and
by
it
a
opens
four-cylinder
effortlessly.
engine
It's
that was advanced
convenient.
for its era. Buick was already earning a reputation for building dependable overhead valve engines, a feature that would later become a defining characteristic of the brand. This engine design provided better airflow and improved performance compared to many competitors at the time. The result was smoother power delivery and greater durability, making the Model 10 a practical and trustworthy option for early motorists. Driving the Buick Model 10 was a completely different experience compared to modern vehicles. There were no power steering systems, no automatic transmissions, and certainly no digital screens. Instead, drivers operated mechanical controls with precision and attention. The steering was direct and required strength. The braking system was mechanical, and gear changes demanded skill. Yet for its time, this car offered a surprisingly comfortable and controlled ride. Its suspension system and solid build quality helped it handle uneven roads better than many other vehicles of that era. One of the reasons the Buick Model 10 became so significant was its role in building public trust in automobiles. Early cars were often unreliable, breaking down frequently and requiring constant maintenance. Buick focused on quality engineering, and the Model 10 proved that cars could be dependable machines rather than experimental toys. This reliability helped Buick grow rapidly and attract a loyal customer base. The Model 10 was typically offered as a touring car, providing seating for multiple passengers. Families could now travel together with greater speed and convenience than ever before. Long-distance trips that once took days by horse could be completed in far less time. This transformation in mobility changed American lifestyles forever. Roads improved, towns expanded, and the automotive industry accelerated at an incredible pace. The design of the Buick Model 10 also reflected the craftsmanship of its time. From the carefully shaped wooden wheels to the detailed brass fittings, every element had character. The open-top body style allowed drivers and passengers to experience the outdoors directly, creating a sense of adventure with every journey. It was not just transportation, it was an event. Another fascinating aspect of the Buick Model 10 is its historical importance within the Buick brand. During the early 1900s, Buick became one of the top automobile manufacturers in the United States. The success of models like the Model 10 helped establish Buick as a leading force in the industry. This momentum later contributed to the formation and growth of General Motors, as Buick became one of its core divisions. The engineering philosophy developed during the Model 10 era would influence decades of innovation. Collectors today admire the Buick Model 10 not just for its rarity, but for its authenticity. Restored examples often appear at vintage car shows where they draw attention from enthusiasts and historians alike. The sound of its engine, the mechanical simplicity, and the unmistakable brass-era design create a powerful sense of nostalgia. Owning such a vehicle is like owning a moving piece of history. Performance-wise, the Buick Model 10 was not about speed in the modern sense. Instead, it focused on steady and dependable travel. Top speeds were modest by today's standards, but at the time they felt revolutionary. Imagine driving on dirt roads at speeds that once seemed unimaginable. That feeling of freedom and progress defined the experience of early motoring. The Buick Model 10 represents more than just a vehicle, it represents courage and innovation. It was built during a time when the automotive industry was still proving itself. Engineers were experimenting, manufacturers were competing fiercely, and customers were cautiously curious. Buick's commitment to quality allowed the Model 10 to stand out in a rapidly evolving market. As you reflect on the Buick Model 10, you realize how far automotive technology has come. From exposed engines and hand crank starts to today's electric and autonomous vehicles, the journey has been extraordinary. Yet without early pioneers like this, the modern automotive world might be very different. The Buick Model 10 remains a symbol of early American engineering. It carries the spirit of innovation, craftsmanship, and determination that defined the early 1900s. For car enthusiasts, historians, and collectors, it serves as a reminder that every modern masterpiece began